Let's take a closer look at this beautiful Filofax Classic Croc Organizer, personal size in the Fuchsia colorway. Hello there, my name is Linda, also known as Tortagialla around the internet. I love creative journaling and all things stationery, and I know I cannot be the only one. Please back me up here. When I see a great deal, especially on stationery products, because I love all stationery things, I cannot stop myself from taking advantage of a good deal. And I definitely have a few different models of Filofaxes on my wish list. And I just keep them there because I don't need them from a functional standpoint and just wait until a good opportunity pops up. And said opportunity popped up recently for this beautiful Classic Croc organizer. It was like 60-70% off depending on what price you're going by, because the Filofax marketplaces around the world, they have slightly different prices if it's like in Euro, Sterling, US. But basically, it was insanely discounted. Now, this color is from years ago, so they're probably phasing it out. You might be able to still find it on the official Filofax websites. Mostly I've seen the compact size, the smaller 15 millimeter rings, and of course eBay and other retailers and sellers, but it's still pretty pricey. Basically, the Filofax Classic Croc model, it seems to be the most expensive organizer that they have on their website. So when I saw this for an amazing deal, I had to grab it. This is in the personal size, 23 millimeter rings, fuchsia color, and you can see here I have the traditional white box that protects the actual Filofax decorative box. And if we take a closer look, there was this 2023 sticker label stuck on the label that's on the box because it was relabeling the year that is originally 2019. So basically, this organizer has been sitting around since 2019 waiting for an owner. And the 2023 sticker was put on, I believe, because someone must have gone in and put in 2023 inserts in hope that it would sell for that year, but it obviously did not. And we are already in mid 2024. And I saw this lonesome organizer looking for a home, so I had to adopt it. And it was the last one. It's been sitting there for who knows how long, and that's probably why I got such a good deal. It's in perfect working order. The rings are perfect, no flaws, beautiful quality. So I am very happy that I was able to snag this, and I do have an immediate use for this. So I suppose that's why I gave myself the permission to get it. Now, this organizer is Italian calf leather, but it has this beautiful croc pattern stamped on it. And it's considered, luxury model in the Filofax range of organizers. And currently, they have other colors available. Black, chestnut, fawn, silver mist, and like a cherry red color. But I actually very much like this fuchsia color. It is described as like sumptuously soft textured croc effect. And if you happen to have other vintage Filofaxes with the croc effect, for example, I have a Balmoral M2 Filofax, and it has this sort of croc look, but it's like puffy. It's almost like a puffy jacket, and it's very slick, whereas this is much more like matte and soft. It's really, really lovely to touch. So I'm just opening it up here, removing the plastic so that you could see it in better detail. But yeah, it's just beautiful, beautiful. Everything is working fine. Snap closure, personal size, and this one also has the big like wallet pocket on the top, so I'll definitely show the details as well. But you can see that it just has this beautiful croc stamping texture on it, and this beautiful color that is, it's fuchsia, but not like neon in your face. Sometimes the pictures online, because of the bright lights that they've put on it, it can seem like a little bit too colored, but really it's sort of like subdued, sort of matte. So I think it can be like professional looking, even if it's like a pink, color. So when you open it up, you can see that it does not have good flattability because it has this giant pocket in the back. But I am one to use my planner, so I'm just going to bend it over and try to train it to make it, stay flat. So it's acceptable, and I'm sure that with more, working on it and rolling the leather, and when I put more items in this, it will flatten out and without issues. So on the lower left-hand corner, you can see that there's the traditional Filofax in gold foiling, Filofax Classic Croc Personal Italian calf leather, and this left-hand side has this little zip pocket with the little covering, and it's gusseted at the bottom, so it is easier to open up and really grab items that are inside. And the left-hand side is actually a full-length pocket as well. I didn't stick my hand in there, but there is a full-length pocket on the left-hand side. And I was just testing out the rings to make sure everything was cool, and it's perfectly aligned. There's no ring misalignment or anything like that. Perfect working order. And on the back right-hand side, there is a full-length pocket and a whole bunch of credit card slots as well. So pretty classic design. But there is a pen loop that is actually elastic, but they have just a little piece of leather on top of the elastic, and the strap there actually has the quality codes stamped in, and then the big back pocket. So I think it's interesting the differences. If you check different Filofax models, they have slightly different features. So you can see here, I just wanted to show you a close-up of the quality control letters. So if you go to the Filofaxy blog, it will say something about maybe the year that it's made and where it's from, but not really sure how to figure out those details there. But I'm going to take out the inserts from here so that I can show you. It included the 2023 inserts, and obviously completely outdated and not useful, but it is the cotton cream paper, and it takes fountain pen, so it's nice paper that you could just use for other purposes because it is outdated. But again, it's similar to buying a planner sort of without the refills or only with the generic Filofax refills. Again, insanely discounted, and I don't really need a calendar anyways because that's not what I'm going to use this for, so it's fine. But yeah, it has that opening page, and then it has all of the cream colored dividers. They do seem very thin to me, the dividers, which is could be a good thing, could be a bad thing if you don't want it to take up a lot of space. There's a couple of to-do sheets, lined papers, and then grid papers, and then blank, and the contacts, and the colored Filofax papers as well. So the classic sort of set of inserts that you would get with any Filofax, and then the 2023 inserts, multilingual, cotton cream, and a little plastic slip pocket, and the ruler, of course. So basic items, and of course I'm not going to use the 2023, so I'll have to figure out if I might just use the paper in another way, because it is a nice, nice paper. But the only thing I don't like about the cotton cream, they always have the calendar that's by the weeks. The month is sort of shifted in this way, and I don't really see the calendar in that way, so it's very confusing to me. But someone did explain to me that it's almost like having weeklies, horizontal weeklies in the calendar, monthly formats. So that makes a little more sense. I think if you do things by the week for the whole year, then it makes more sense to look at the calendar that way. But for me, it just boggles my mind. I like the traditional monthly calendar with a Monday start. But yeah, you can definitely just use this as note paper, or try to redate it for a different year. Or if you use stickers to decorate and things like that, you could easily redate it as well, and sort of reuse these inserts even though they are for a different date. But yeah, I'm just going to set them aside because I am not using this binder for scheduling or diary, that kind of planning. I'm going to be using this binder for planning that I'm doing with HB90 boot camp, which is sort of like a goals and quarterly planning system created by Sarah Cannon here on YouTube. She has a channel called Heart Breathings, so you can follow her and find out more information about that system. But that's what I'm going to be using this particular binder for, and I think it matches so well because it's it's bright and happy and just really fits with the whole feel of her community and all of that kind of stuff. So I'm definitely really excited to use this planner. But let me show you some more of the details of this planner. You can see that it is, you know, personal size, but I feel like it's a little bit more roomy. And maybe it's because whenever the planner has that back giant wallet pocket, it seems to have like just a little bit more real estate. And I smelled it, and it definitely has that leather smell, but it doesn't seem as strong like as my Chester, and maybe it's because it's been sitting in storage for a long time, who knows. But yeah, the lining is very nice. The stitching is perfect. There's no issues. Everything is made very well. I don't see any like imperfections or anything like that. This is like literally just top of the line luxury planner from Filofax. And you can see that the top line of this planner, it has that like little curve in the design so that you can really tell that there's that back pocket. It's very pretty. I like it, those little details. And the pen loop is a bit confusing to me because it is elastic, and of course it will fit, you know, super giant pens, which is great. But the little like oh, this is a pen with a grip, so obviously it's always hard to stick those in any kind of pen loops. But the thing is, they have this little piece of leather, like Croc, same Croc style, in front of the elastic to try to like, you know, hide the look of the elastic, I guess. But when you actually put a pen inside, then that little piece of leather is just going to stick out. It just doesn't look very like luxury to me. I think that the whole pen loop situation is just sort of odd. If any of you guys are familiar with Moterm, I feel like Moterm figured out the pen loop situation because they basically went through the evolution of, you know, all the pen loop problems as with any organizer, but they basically ended up with making a pen loop that has elastic on the bottom and the leather on the front. So aesthetically, it looks very pretty, same as the organizer in terms of the leather, but then it's elasticized in the back, so it could fit, you know, all the sizes. So I don't know, this pen loop thing is not really my thing. But let me show you some close-up shots of different parts of this organizer so you can take a look and see, you know, it is very well made. I mean, the stitching, perfect, you know, all the details. It just looks really nice, and also it's very nice to the touch, and that is something that of course is very important. If you're going to be handling your planner, you want to sort of like holding it, right? And like I said, it's very soft, and it doesn't, I don't think it has anything like inside. It's just the leather, so it's very nice to the touch. And compared to the vintage Filofaxes that sort of have that Croc feeling, it's not as stiff, you know what I mean? It's just sort of like very soft and lovely. So I am very happy about this. I will be, as I said, using this for my HB90 in the coming week, and I'll definitely share a flip through when I finish, because it takes like the whole week to do the boot camp and create all the pages, and you know, I'm just planning to do it in here, so I will share that later. But I hope you enjoyed watching me sharing this, because I'm just so excited and happy that I got this new personal size Filofax and have added it to my collection. It's so pretty, so nice. It's just the pen loop thing is a little weird. Let me know if you have opinions about it, because it's a little bit weird to me, and like I said, it doesn't scream luxury to me. It's just a little weird. But yeah, let me know what you think down in the comments. Again, thank you for watching as always, and I will see you in my next video. Until next time, bye.